a very short video here because I want to move vectors from 2 dimensions into 3 dimensions. So let's take a quick look at a vector. Here is a vector here, and this vector is in 2 dimensions. We have an x-axis, we have a y-axis, and we can see that this vector is 2 across and 3 up, so we can express that vector as u equals 2, 3. Now that's one way to express it. Another way to express it would be to express it as 2i plus 3j. Alright. That means 2 units in the I direction and 3 units in the J direction. Now, time to move into 3 dimensions. Now, to move into 3 dimensions, we do have to do a couple of things here. I'm just going to see if we can do it. I'm going to rotate the x-axis so that it's now like facing down, I guess. All right, rotate the x-axis, but then I'm going to shift the whole page up. All right. And now we're in 3 dimensions. All right, so usually the traditional way to sort of show this is with an x-axis that comes out of the page, a y-axis that sort of goes straight across the page, and a blue axis, a z-axis, that goes straight up. Now, if I move this up just a little further, it becomes obvious, it should become obvious, that actually this vector is not 2i plus 3j, because it also has some height to it as well. So we just need to add a third component here. It's 2, 3, 1. So it's 2 out of the page in the x direction, it's 3 across in the y direction, and then it's 1 up. So it's 2, 3, 1. We can also represent this as 2i plus 3j plus 1k. All right. That's essentially vectors in 3 dimensions. Now, obviously, everything's in play. So, like, for instance, we could end up with a negative x value, or a negative I value, sorry. So this is negative 2i plus 3j plus k. Look what's happening here. All right, see, there's our x-axis, and you can see it's heading out of the page. If I sort of go and show you that. Okay, so we've got negatives. We can have a negative here, so make that like negative 4, and suddenly we're moving this way, not that way. And of course, we could also have a negative k value. Now let's make it negative 2 or something. And now we're going underground. Perfect. All right, now every skill that you've ever learnt with vectors works in 3 dimensions, right? So don't worry too much. Everything follows a pretty familiar path, but from after this video, that's what we're going to do. A bunch of questions that we've already done just with this new k component involved.